All right, let's dive into Dublin's art scene. Picture this. Plane ticket booked, you're ready to explore, and you want more than just the touristy stuff, right? You want those hidden gems, the local favorites, like the true artistic heart of Dublin.
Sounds like a great plan. And luckily, we've got something to help with that. Our source today is An Art Lover's Guide to Dublin from Viator.com, all about finding the best of the best in Dublin's art world.
Awesome. So, where do we even begin? What are the absolute must-sees?
Well, if you want history, contemporary art, and a bit of the unexpected, the Irish Museum of Modern Art is a good starting point, or AME, as the locals call it.
The May. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's in the Royal Hospital, Kilmainham. A 17th century building creates a cool contrast, old architecture with cutting-edge art.
Okay, I'm liking this blend of old and new already. But what about inside IMA? What can we expect?
Oh, it's got a diverse collection, lots of Irish artists. But it's not just paintings and sculptures. They have installations, video art, even performance pieces sometimes. You get a really well-rounded experience.
So it's more than just looking at art.
Exactly. It's about experiencing it. They have events, workshops, artist talks, film screenings, even yoga classes and sound baths in the galleries. They want people to connect with art on all sorts of levels.
I'm sensing a theme here. Dublin's art isn't just stuck in museums, right?
Definitely not. You'll find it spilling out onto the streets. Vibrant, thought-provoking street art. It's like creativity is part of the city itself.
I've heard about Dublin's street art, but give me a visual. What might we see?
Imagine walking down a normal street, maybe in Smithfield or Camden Street, and bam, a massive mural covering an entire building. Could be something bold with a social message, like Mazer's Don't Be Afraid mural.
Powerful stuff. And I hear even everyday objects become art in Dublin.
Absolutely. Think electrical boxes turned into mini canvases. Or a pub exploding with color, like Subset's psychedelic Boy on a Horse mural. These little surprises make exploring Dublin so interesting.
I'm ready to book a flight, but with street art everywhere, how do you even navigate it?
If you're serious about street art, take a guided walking tour. Local artists lead them. They give you the inside scoop, stories behind the murals. You'll even find hidden gems you wouldn't spot on your own.
A guided tour sounds perfect. Okay, so we've got the Grand Museum at Ime, the energy of street art. What's next?
Let's go inside now. 2 galleries, both showing different sides of Dublin's art. First, the Hugh Lane Gallery. History and contemporary art kind of woven together.
Ooh, I like that. What makes the Hugh Lane so unique?
Well, it's got Impressionism, modern art, even Harry Clark's stained glass. Beautiful stuff. But what sets it apart is the attention to detail. They really work to preserve artistic legacies.
Preserving artistic legacies, huh? Give me an example.
They actually recreated Francis Bacon's studio meticulously.
Right.
Even shipped his dusty champagne bottles from London. It's like a portal into his creative world.
Wow, that's dedication to detail. You can practically feel the creativity in that space. Okay, so we've got Hugh Lane Gallery, lots of history and tradition. What's the other gallery?
Let's jump to the present. Atelier Now, a vibrant artist collective and gallery. It's the cutting edge of Dublin's contemporary art scene. Artists create, exhibit, and collaborate there. Connect with the community, too.
So Atelier Now is where you go to feel the pulse of Dublin's creativity. What kind of art is there?
All sorts. Painting, sculpture, installations, digital art. But get this, it's the main gallery for Mazer, the street artist we talked about earlier.
No way. So there's that connection between street art and the gallery world. It's all intertwined.
Yeah, it really is. And that's what makes it so cool. Atelier Now also has events, blending art, music, even wellness practices. It truly embodies Dublin's creative spirit.
Okay, so we went from a 17th century building to the streets to a place that blends art with music and wellness. Dublin is sounding more and more intriguing. Where to next?
Let's change things up. A different kind of artistic heritage. Get ready for a trip back in time over 1,200 years to the Book of Kells at Trinity College.
The Book of Kells. Now, when I think art, a book isn't the first thing that pops into my head. Why is this a must-see on our art tour?
It's more than just a book. It's a masterpiece of medieval art, an illuminated manuscript, famous for its calligraphy, the colors, the detailed illustrations.
Okay, I can see why that would be visually stunning. But is it just behind glass? Or is there more?
The exhibition at Trinity College is more than just looking at the book. It's a whole experience. They use technology, interactive displays. They bring the Book of Kells to life.
Amazing. Anything else we should know? Insider tips to make the most of it?
Definitely. The Book of Kells is super popular, can get crowded. Book a timed entry guided tour. That's what the article suggests. You'll be guaranteed entry, beat the crowds, and get expert insights. Plus, after the Book of Kells, go into the Long Room Library. Look up, there's a massive art installation, Gaia, a giant rotating sculpture of planet Earth by Luke Jerram, ancient and modern, right there together.
A giant rotating Earth. Now you're talking. I love those unexpected contrasts. This is shaping up to be an incredible journey. Grand museums, the edge of street art, intimate galleries, a trip back in time. What else is there?
Oh, there's so much more. Dublin has iconic murals celebrating Irish legends, hidden gems in little corners of the city. We'll explore those next time.
Back again, still exploring Dublin's art, and I'm ready for more. So far, grand museums, street art, the Book of Kells. What treasures are we digging up now?
Let's focus on some of Dublin's smaller, more intimate art spots, the places where you really connect with the local art community, find those emerging talents. First up, Photo Museum Ireland.
Photo Museum Ireland. Okay. I love photography, but haven't heard of that one. Tell me more.
It's kind of a hidden gem, tucked away in Meeting House Square, a real cultural hub in Dublin. It might be smaller than some museums, but it makes a big impact. Constantly rotating collection of exhibitions showcasing both established and emerging photographers from Ireland and around the world.
Rotating collection, that's nice. Keeps things interesting. What kind of photography can we expect?
All kinds, documentary, photojournalism, fine art photography, even experimental stuff. There's always something new. You might even find your next favorite photographer.
You're making me want to add this to my trip. What else is special about Photo Museum Ireland?
They're big on fostering a love of photography. Workshops, courses for all levels, beginner to pro, even smartphone photography workshops. Learn how to step up your everyday photos.
That's awesome. Photography for everyone. I'm picturing myself there wandering through the exhibitions, soaking it all in, maybe taking a workshop.
And here's a tip. If you're in Dublin on a Saturday, Meeting House Square has this great food market. Combine your art exploration with some delicious food.
Okay, you had me at food market. Art and food, perfect combination. But for now, let's keep going. What's next?
Let's go to the Royal Hibernian Academy of Arts, RHA. It's a few things rolled into one. Plays a big role in Dublin's art scene.
The RHA, yeah. Heard of it, but not totally sure what it is. Fill me in.
It's a gallery space, an artist collective, and an art school all at once. Artists can create, exhibit, connect with each other and the community.
So it's a hub of creativity, art constantly being made and shared. What kind of exhibitions are there?
All sorts throughout the year. Contemporary painting, sculpture, photography, installations. But the most famous one is the RHA annual exhibition.
The annual exhibition, I've heard of that. What's it about?
It's huge in the Irish art world, the biggest and longest running open submission exhibition in Ireland. Any artist can submit their work. It's a great way to find new talent, see the current trends.
So it's like a snapshot of the most exciting art being created in Ireland right now.
Exactly. And it being open submission makes it even more special. Gives a platform to artists from all backgrounds at all stages of their careers.
I love that they're making art accessible, giving different artists a voice.
And get this, the RHA has a fantastic cafe and wine bar. Margad RHA. Popular with locals. Perfect place to unwind after seeing the exhibitions. Delicious food, local ingredients, even live music in the evenings.
Cafe and wine bar. Count me in. A glass of wine, some music after a day of art sounds perfect. Okay, let's take a step back. We've gone from huge museums to small photography galleries, from the streets to artist collectives. Dublin's art scene is so diverse.
And the article really points out that in Dublin, art isn't just something you look at. It's something you experience, you engage with.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are so many ways to get involved. Workshops, guided tours, events, even just chatting with a local artist. You're not just a spectator, you're part of it.
Exactly. That's what makes it special. It's alive. It's always changing. Even if you think you know Dublin, there's always something new.
Wow. We've seen a lot in Dublin's art scene, haven't we? Grand museums, the the National Gallery, that vibrant street art, even journeyed back in time with the Book of Kells. I'm feeling inspired.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. And we've only scratched the surface. There's always more to discover in Dublin.
That's what I love. It's always changing, growing, but so many options. Can be a bit overwhelming if you've only got a little time in Dublin.
You're right. That's why I like the part in the article about Dublin's unofficial museum mile. It gives me an idea. What if we used everything we learned and created our own personalized art walks?
I like that. Curating an experience, choosing the spots we love, designing our dream art adventures.
Exactly. It starts with asking yourself, what kind of art am I craving right now? drawn to history, the grandeur of the National Gallery, all those Irish and European masterpieces.
Or maybe you're thinking more contemporary, getting lost in those thought-provoking exhibitions at IMA, or checking out the newest stuff at Atelier now.
Don't forget the smaller places, too. Hugh Lane Gallery, blending history and contemporary art. Or Photo Museum Ireland, exploring photography.
Oh, so many choices. I think I'd start at the Hugh Lane Gallery, that recreation of Francis Bacon's studio. I'm so curious about that. Plus Harry Clark's stained glass. Gotta see those details in person.
Nice choice. Me, I'd probably go straight to the Book of Kells, a 1,200-year-old manuscript that's mind-blowing. Then I'd hit the street art in Smithfield and Camden Street. Love how it's all part of the city.
Oh yeah, those street art murals. They make the city so vibrant. And we can't forget the food and drinks. Gotta make time for Marcotte RHA, local treats, and maybe some music.
Food and art, the perfect combo. It's all about enjoying the experience. But keep this in mind. Dublin's art scene is always moving. New galleries, street art changing overnight, even the big institutions are always coming up with new things.
So even if you've been to Dublin, there's always something new, a city that makes you want to come back, see how it's evolved.
Well said. Dublin's art scene is like a conversation that never ends. And you, dear listener, you're invited to join in. So what are you waiting for? Plan your Dublin art adventure. Share what you discover with us on social media. We want to see where art takes you.
That's our deep dive into Dublin's art. Hope you're feeling inspired to explore all its treasures, from grand museums to hidden alleyways. Dublin's art is a gift that keeps on giving. So go out there, soak up the creativity, let Dublin's art spark your imagination.